The Galactic Council chamber fell silent as the emergency alert flashed across the central hologram. Representative Dale of the Proxima Centauri Coalition rose from his seat, his blue skin paling to a sickly gray. "It appears," he announced, voice trembling, "that the humans have discovered our monitoring outpost on their moon." Murmurs erupted across the vast circular chamber where representatives from 300 stellar civilizations gathered. Some whispered in fear, others in anticipation. The humans were not supposed to have detected the outpost for at least another 50 years. High Counselor Mara, an ancient being from the Arcturus system, raised her hand for silence. "Show us the feed," she commanded. The hologram shifted to display a primitive human spacecraft approaching the carefully hidden base. The vessel was crude by galactic standards, all angular metal and exposed components. Yet it moved with surprising precision. "How is this possible?" asked Representative Tull of the Sirius Hegemony. Their technological development was estimated at level 3. "This craft shows at least level 5 capabilities. They've been hiding their advancements," said Dale. "The question is why?" The Council had been monitoring Earth for millennia. Humans were classified as a volatile species, creative and adaptable, but prone to violence and self-destruction. The standard protocol was clear: observation until they either destroyed themselves or developed sufficient maturity for contact. "Our intelligence suggests they believe they're being invaded," Mara said gravely. "They think our outpost is the forward base of a hostile force." The chamber erupted in panic. A misunderstanding of this magnitude could lead to disaster. "We must evacuate immediately," insisted Representative Joro from Epsilon Eridani. "If they attack our personnel, it's too late," interrupted Chief Intelligence Officer Kell, pointing to the hologram. The human craft had landed near the outpost, and several small figures in bulky white suits were approaching the main entrance. "This is unprecedented," whispered Mara. "No species has ever discovered us before being ready for contact." The Council watched as the humans bypassed the security systems with shocking ease and entered the facility. The internal cameras showed them moving through the corridors with methodical precision. "They're not attacking," noted Dale with surprise. "They're studying." Indeed, the humans weren't destroying equipment or firing weapons. They were carefully examining technology, taking samples, and recording everything. "Perhaps they're more advanced than we thought," suggested Tull. A lead human removed its helmet, revealing a woman with short, dark hair and determined eyes. She spoke into a communication device, her words translated by the Council's systems. "Base, this is Commander Miller. Confirmation that this is not of human origin. Repeat, we have confirmed extraterrestrial intelligence. The technology is like nothing we've ever seen. No signs of hostile intent. This appears to be an observation post." Mara leaned forward, fascinated. She understands. She recognizes it's a scientific installation. The Council continued watching as the humans explored further, eventually finding the central data core. What happened next stunned even the oldest Council members. Instead of attempting to destroy or steal it, Commander Miller approached the interface and activated the emergency contact protocol, a failsafe that was never expected to be discovered, let alone understood. The hologram split to show a second feed. The outpost commander, Representative Lin, appearing before the humans. The atmosphere was tense but not hostile. "I am Representative Lin of the Galactic Council." The translation came through. "You are not meant to find us for many years yet." Commander Miller's response was measured. "We've known something was here for decades. We just needed the technology to reach it. We come peacefully." "They've been aware of us?" gasped Joro. "How is that possible?" "Their pattern recognition abilities exceed our models," said Kell. "They must have detected anomalies in lunar observations that we thought were too subtle." On the hologram, Lin was explaining the Council's purpose. "We observe developing civilizations until they're ready for broader contact." "And who determines when we're ready?" asked Miller. "The Council has protocols." "Based on whose standards?" Miller interrupted. "Not ours. We deserve a voice in when and how we join the galactic community." Mara nodded slowly. "She's right. We've been presumptuous." The conversation between Lin and the humans continued, growing less tense by the minute. It became clear that Earth had been preparing for this moment longer than anyone realized. They had detected various monitoring technologies, developed countermeasures, and accelerated their space programs specifically to force this encounter. They weren't waiting to be invited, Dale realized. They were coming to find us whether we wanted them to or not. As the council watched, Commander Miller presented Lynn with a data device. This contains an invitation to send representatives to Earth. We're ready for direct diplomatic relations. The chamber was silent as the implications sank in. Humans had not only discovered them, but were now dictating the terms of contact. We should be afraid, whispered Tull, but not because Earth is under attack. We should fear what we've underestimated. Mara stood slowly, her ancient eyes bright with an emotion rare among the council, respect. For millennia, we've watched humanity fight itself, develop unevenly, struggle with basic cooperation. We assumed they would follow the same path as other species. Gradual, predictable advancement. We were wrong. She gestured to the hologram where the humans and Lynn were already discussing preliminary diplomatic protocols. They united in secret. They advanced their technology without revealing their full capabilities. They turned our own monitoring against us. And now they're not asking for admission to the galactic community. They're claiming it as their right. The council chamber remained silent as the truth became clear. Earth wasn't under attack, but perhaps in their complacency, the Galactic Council had been. And they were right to be afraid.